Hey everyone, my name is Arnell. I'm a new student here at Vintageducation, and I recently purchased the all-in-one Forex course. I wanted to share my story with you today, hopefully inspire you to take action. I'm a firm believer of giving back, and when Israel asked me to share my success story, it was the least I can do to share my gratitude for what this opportunity has provided for me, and I know it can do the same for you. So just to tell you a little bit about myself, I just turned 37 years old. I've been working for over 20 years now, and mostly in corporate America. Um, I didn't know when I'd really figure this out, but I knew that I would never live the life that I wanted by trading my time for money. And I'm pretty sure you get that, which is why you're even considering this program. But despite having this knowledge years ago, I still fell in the trap of doing what everyone else was doing. Finished college, got a degree, went into the workforce, actually took a year off. I traveled for a little bit. That's what I like to do. Okay, and for me, lifestyle is most important for me. Ultimately, what I wanted was to live life on my terms, travel, have the flexibility and the time freedom. So, but in the beginning, I needed experience. I didn't really sure what industry I wanted, so I got into sales. Tried a few things. I actually did pretty well. It's actually in the mortgage industry. Everyone was doing well at the time. But during the housing market crash around 2006, 2007, I it really hit me too. So I lost a couple homes and I really had to start from scratch. So the last 10 years have been finding out what I want to do, and I realized that let's not pursue money. Let's try to figure out what is it I want to do. And so I tried a lot of different things. I tried other jobs, other industries. I tried business opportunities. Got to network marketing, MLMs, and what it all came down to is that they just didn't give me what I was looking for, especially with a lot of the sales opportunities. Was that they always painted this grand picture, and they rarely delivered on their promises. Things changed, compensations plans changed. They'd make excuses why you didn't earn a certain commission, like, oh well, you didn't hit this tier because of this, and this, and things. It was always a disappointment, and so not to mention that it was very stressful and unpredictable at times, and especially in the network marketing. If you've ever considered going on your own, start creating your own business, it sounds very glamorous. I'll be self-employed, work for myself. If you ever do that, I did that in a network marketing business. You're always promoting, you're always working. You have to live and breathe that business. So uh, it's not as glamorous because you're working even more than you would in a corporate job, and it really has to be something that you're really, really passionate and driven about. So, um, suffice to say, it didn't work out for me. At least it just didn't make me happy. I wasn't fulfilled. I didn't want to go to meetings all the time, and didn't have the time freedom I wanted. I didn't have the time to enjoy the money I did make, and I just didn't see a future in it for me. So, I got back into corporate America again, and really, this last job was the final straw. I just really just got fed with it. Um, I've experienced everything, by the way. I've only been fired once, but I've been laid off. I've been um, this last job. I really just saw how I was tired of working to fulfill someone else's dream, someone else's vision, and that's really what you're doing. As you're always you're just there to fulfill whatever it is they want to do, and you're capped on your income potential. You're only ever gonna make just as much as a certain amount. Um, Vacation time. I think this last job was a startup company, so I think my first year I got like a week. Are you kidding me? So it's very stressful. There was high turnover. Lost all my friends over the course of a year. So I just got tired of people looking over my shoulder. It's like I got my work done, but I felt weird just having conversation with my colleague because I, one of the bosses would eventually be like, "Hey, you should be working right now." Like, I just kind of tired of the whole deal, so I wanted out, and I told myself I vowed that this is gonna be the last time. I'm not gonna be in corporate America anymore. So I was plotting for the last several months before I actually quit my job. I was looking for ways. 'Cause thought about getting the coaching business again, doing some online marketing and something like that. But it's the same thing. You really have to invest a lot of time, money, and energy into it. And so when I found this, I was like, you know what, this really has what it is, what I'm looking for. And it's not the first time I looked for it because I've researched it. I know, I understand the potential, I understand compounded returns. So in terms of potential, there's no comparison. And we're talking about trillions of dollars that are moving every single day. Okay, so the potential's there. Now it's just a matter of like having the right strategy of capitalizing on this market. So I was looking for ways of doing it. I knew that this is really ultimately going to give me what I wanted. The flexibility, I can work whatever hours I wanted. I didn't have to sit at a desk for 8 hours. I could travel. I could do this from wherever as long as I had an internet connection. And it was going to give me pretty much what I wanted: the income potential, the flexibility, time freedom. So when I found this course, I was like, I knew this was what I wanted because I liked. First of all, he's very down to earth. He teaches something very. He has a very methodical, systematic approach, and I liked his style, and I liked the way that he presents the material. And someone who's new to trading, I needed something basic, fundamental, but that would work. Okay, not a lot of hype, and I know how to spot hype. Okay, and it probably sounds a lot of hype to you because it's a lucrative industry, it's a lucrative opportunity, but he has a very quite conservative approach. But even with this methodical conservative approach, it's still very lucrative. And the reason being is that because he gives you the tools for long-term success. This isn't like a fly-by-night opportunity that could be there and then vanish in a second. No, this is like a long-term approach. He gives you the mechanics, the fundamentals, the mindset, the psychology, so that you can be a successful trader in the long term. And I'm so grateful for finding it, and because now, I was sitting at myself. I already quit my job. So just to tell you what's been happening, I've been only training for about 5 weeks now. The first 2 weeks I was on a demo account, and so I wasn't trading with my real money, but I treated it as if it was. And so I tested all the theories, I tested all the strategies he talks about, and I really took massive action. And so it gave me a little bit of confidence. I had some winning trades, but it wasn't profitable. But I was thinking, I need to just dive in and go for it. Maybe ill-advised, but I have big goals and dreams, and I wasn't gonna do it just sitting, watching and theorizing. So put my money where my mouth was. I opened a live account, and I really had a horrible week, abysmal week. I mean, I blew a huge chunk of my account, and mostly that was because I disobeyed the rules. I didn't follow his teachings. I started to gamble. I didn't do things that I was taught to do. So I learned the hard way, but it really solidified in my mind why these rules that he teaches are in place and why they work. And so I can attest to you that there's a reason why it's a simple process, but it works, and it's good. It's a good methodology to live by, and but I'm very grateful that I made those mistakes because my learning curve was super fast. I mean, I learned so much, and just to let you know, these last 2 weeks been profitable. Okay, I've made more than a 10% net gain the last 2 weeks each week, and let's just say I've made more in one day, just a couple hours, made more in one day than I did in a whole paycheck of my last job. Okay, so the potential's there, and it's just the beginning. It's just now a matter of continuing to follow the formula and keep going. But now I'm looking to travel. I'm actually, you can see behind me, like my place looks pretty bare, but I'm actually getting to move out. I'm looking to travel for a while. I'm gonna be going to Cancun pretty soon, Miami, and never been. And I want to live abroad. It's also cheaper too, but I'm an adventurer and I want to travel. So I'm going to live in South America for a while. I'm going to be in Argentina and a couple other places. So I'm really excited for the future, and it's all thanks to this opportunity that's really afforded me this flexibility. So whatever it is that you're looking for, I can tell you're not. It's. I think you get it. You're looking for something. You just need a little push in the right direction. Listen, if you understand the opportunity that Forex can provide, if you can understand compounded returns, and you're just looking for a solid way of capitalizing on this opportunity, this is the course for you. I highly recommend it. It's a great community as well. You get support, and I really just hope you take action and pursue your dreams. So whatever you decide, best of luck to you, and take care.